What's up, world? Real quick, I wanted to do a video about the child support system and how it can like mess your credit up or make you look bad even when you do pretty much, the right thing. Recently, Lamar Odom has been in the news because his ex-wife is suing him because she said he owed back child support from about 10 months ago. I think he's supposed to be paying $6,000 a month, but she wants like $200,000 advancement to help with support. I mean, I don't know where she get that number from, but it's neither here nor there. And Lamar Odom's rebuttal is, my kids are grown and I take care of my kids when they need my help, when they need, I'm there for them. So who knows who's telling the truth or what the actual truth is. And it reminds me of the rapper Scarface a few years back. People were trying to knock him because he was, some baby mama put him in the news about he owed back child support, but then he was like, he too said, my kids are grown. They take care of themselves or what have you. So that's probably more of a situation of, he owed money while they was young and, didn't pay. And so now the wife still want that back pay from back when, when the judgment went down. But with that said, like I said, the child support system is not black and white. Those of us who are in it, we know how it could, it can mess you up. It's one reason why a lot of people a lot of men don't want to get in it is because it seems like it's designed to control you, to hold you down or what have you. Now, I can tell you my personal story, and I won't go into too many details. Now, mind you, this is talking about the child support system, not the mother of my kids, not the judge, or any personal feelings that went, between all of us, which I will probably expand on in a future video. But right now, like I said, I want to tell you about how you can pretty much do everything right and they can still get you, or how you can still get in trouble. So from my standpoint, when I first when the whole child support situation came up for myself, before I was officially put on child support, I actually went down to the child support office to put myself on child support. When I got there, I found out that my kid's mother had just filed, to start the process going. I said, okay, it's fine. Well, I talked to people I know who have been in child support, who dealt with child support system. They told me, hey, what you need to do is go down there, put your cell phone there, and if she's already put you on there, read the paperwork, and because I think it'll have like a amount at that point of time, or you can find out how much you would probably pay at that point in time about how much you make at your job. So I did all that. So once the little letter came to me before the court date, I put money in the account. I started putting money in the account. Once it was announced, once it was filed, I put money in the account. So just kept putting money in the account. So once the court date hit, first little court date, it's not the main judge, it's like an assistant judge, social judge or whatever. She, did our case, said, okay, this is what you're gonna have to pay, and we'll see you in 6 months or whatever the case, whatever the next court date was. So like I said, at that time I was putting money in the account, in the child support account, not giving it to my kid's mother. I was putting it in the account. So when we get back to court with the associate or assistant judge, like I said, I'm not sure what it is, my child's mother, her lawyer, said in the courtroom that, hey, judge, we need to get this man is not paying child support. We need to file motions to try to, put him in jail. I'm looking like, what? Put me in jail. It's like, man, you ain't even talk to me. So the judge is like, why have you not been paying? And I said, judge, the money's in the account. The money's been there for 6 months. I've been putting money in there. I'm just waiting on you to file a paper. Now, the judge was telling, my lawyer, somebody told my lawyer that the judge didn't like my attitude, but it's whatever. Anyway, I was like, hey, anyway, I said, hey, the money's in the account. I'm just waiting on you to sign the papers, so she can have it. And I said, because this ain't about money to me. This is not about money to me. I'm taking care of my kids. We're gonna make it legal. Let that be it. So, like I said, as time went on, the hearings and the court cases, court trials, well, not trials, the hearings went on over a year or two, whatever, however long it took. To me it's bullcorn, because you can knock this out like real quick. But when you got lawyers involved, courts involved, everybody wants money. Every time you sign a piece of paper, every time you walk into the courtroom, you got to pay something. So just remember that. So as time went on, get another little hearing, and got the financials correct. They told me exactly what I owed, like all of a sudden. So now what it is, it's not only that I've been paying what she told me to pay. Now it's like, since we found out how much you make and how much you've been making, like for real, this is what your exact order is going to be, and it's going to start retro back to this last date, this last court date. I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense, because you can understand it better if you saw the paperwork. Excuse me, but it was retro back to when the paper was when the judge signed the paper. So okay, yeah, and this is when we saw like the main judge. So when it did that, when she actually stamped it, now let's say we had the court case in, let's just say it was January, and with the main judge, the associate judge might have signed the paper, let's say 3 months ahead of time before that. So let's say fast forward to 3 months, let's say it's March, and the judge finally signs off. And I ain't saying it's been that long, but let's say the judge finally signs off on that, sends it in, and it's recorded in a court document. Now, from that moment on back to when that paper was signed, that's where the retro pay comes in. So now I've been current this whole time with what the order is what I'm saying. I've been current the whole time, never missed a payment. Whatever the judge said from day one need to pay, that's what I've been paying. But now, since everything is concrete, black and white, stamped, put in the court records, now retro comes in. So now they say, okay, what you're gonna do is it's gonna add an extra $50 a month to it, $50 a pay every 2 weeks of what you're paying. So now I gotta pay, so I'm paying what I owe, the new amount. I'm paying the new amount plus $50 every pay period from the amount they say I should have been paying. Like I said, once the paper was finally signed, in the few months before that. So now it's like, okay, we're gonna add an extra $50. Like, okay, $50 ain't nothing, nothing big. Okay, fine, I can do it. Come to find out, while I'm doing this, and I didn't realize this until I went on Credit Karma. I need to get that app, or an app like it. Went on the Credit Karma app and started and getting ready to get a house and whatever, and started, looking at my financials and credit. It showed that I was missing payments, like I was behind. I never got a letter saying I was behind, never got a summons to come to court, never got arrested, nothing like that, no warrants or anything. But it showed on my credit that I was behind by like months. And I'm like almost half this paid up, to where it's like it was showing like 180 days behind on child support payments, credit wise. And I'm looking at this like, I'm shocked and thrown off, because it's like, man, I done everything right. Put money in the account early, kept money coming in, never stopped the payment, paying insurance, done everything the court asked me to do to keep myself out of trouble and keep my kids taken care of. And still, credit wise, it showed that I was behind. So now I have to find a way to lump sum it up so I can pay this off immediately. Not pay that little $50 a month, so I'd be paid off in so much time. Because if I would have kept going like that, it would have showed I was behind for about, heck, maybe 2-3 years, you know, if I would have kept the minimum payment. But at the time, again, y'all know my last story, I was going to school, wasn't working a whole lot, wasn't making a whole lot with them. I mean, I had, you know, full-time jobs, whatever, but had jobs at this time, but wasn't making, you know, a whole lot of money. Like I said, still trying to finish school, so, like I said, you know that situation. But that's the thing. You can do everything right, think you're doing everything right, but behind the scenes, it can still screw you. And so anyway, ended up getting, you know what I'm saying, paying it off. You know what I'm saying, we paid it off, got it done, went through a whole lot of other stuff, you know, to get the house, whatever. But this here, like I say, I'm telling you, stay on track of everything. Your credit score, a lot of young people don't worry about credit score, but you have to. From the time that when you're young, high school, college, whatever, 18, 19, whatever, you get grown on it, you know what I'm saying? Always keep track of your credit, keep track of your finances. You know, I pretty much advise any guy, any woman either, don't have kids until you're married, because it's a big responsibility. There's a whole lot more to it than you think. Just like buying a house, like buying a car, it's a whole lot more to it than just putting in the key and driving every day. The moment you put that key in and take off, the car is breaking down. So just understand you're about to pay. Same thing with anything in life. The moment you sign up for kids, the moment you sign up for marriage, the moment you sign up for a house, they'll start breaking down. You know, things accumulate, problems are gonna start accumulating. You gotta be ready to take care of it. But anywho, that's my story. Again, but that was like 2017. And then depending on what credit bureau you look at, it showed I was behind 8 months in one bureau, another bureau said I was behind like a whole year. So like I said, you just got to pay attention to it all. Like I said, that's my story. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you got any stories like that. You know, put it out there. Let these youngsters know. You know, they're saying give them information that you did not have. Now, I had help, which probably kept me still floating a little bit above water the whole time. But like I said, this was in 2017, so this was like years ago. 2017, 2018, this is years ago. So like I said, everything's straight now. No problems with child support right now. But like I say, I paid it since day one and gonna continue to pay it until it's over with. You know, so anywho, that's my story. Hey, like, share, subscribe, you know, leave a comment down below. Like I said, let me know if you got any stories or what you think. And until next time, peace.